Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel.
This topic of tinnitus is deeply personal to me and affects millions of people worldwide.
I'm here to share my journey with this condition and share all the successful strategies I've discovered along the way. But before we dive in, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's get started. First, let me provide you with a very brief explanation of what tinnitus is. A detailed explanation of tinnitus will be covered in another video. Tinnitus can be pronounced two ways. The first being tin-a-tiz or tin-i-tiz. Tinnitus is the medical term for the sensation of hearing sound in your ears or head when no external sound is present. Tinnitus is the perception of a sound that has no external source. Some of the more common sounds reported are ringing, hissing, humming, buzzing, and cricket-like. It can also be a combination of sounds, and for many, the sound of their tinnitus changes. It can be constant or intermittent and can be heard in one ear, both ears, and the whole head. Tinnitus can originate in the middle ear, behind the eardrum, or the sensorineural auditory system. In addition to the noises mentioned above, occasionally people with tinnitus hear music or singing. This is different from someone who has a mental illness and is experiencing hallucinations. Tinnitus is not a phantom sound. There is real neural activity in your brain that you are hearing as your tinnitus. Sound vibrations in the air become coded signals that the brain interprets as sound. With tinnitus, there are no sound wave vibrations causing nerve fibers to fire. With most forms of tinnitus, some of the nerve fibers are firing on their own. The brain interprets these signals as sound. Living with tinnitus can be challenging, and quite debilitating. For me, it all started about 16 years ago, after I developed an ear infection. In addition to the infection, I also experienced hearing loss in the infected ear. I immediately consulted an ear, nose, and throat specialist, and they confirmed it was an ear infection. They prescribed medication to clear up the infection. After approximately 1 to 2 weeks, the pain went away, and my hearing seemed to be restored. Unfortunately, a new symptom appeared. I noticed a persistent hissing noise in my head. At first, I brushed it off, thinking it would go away on its own. But as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the hissing noise only seemed to get louder. I remember feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, eventually leading to anxiety and depression. That's when my frustrating tinnitus journey began. I started visiting doctor after doctor, mainly ear specialists. Within the first 6 months, I took at least 4 hearing tests. Upon seeing a new doctor, they required another hearing test. I found this very frustrating. Every hearing test acknowledged my hearing was normal for a man my age. In addition to hearing tests, I was sent for an MRI of the head, neck, and spine, along with other procedures. The results of the tests showed everything was normal. At this point, my only relief was anxiety medicine provided by the doctors. After talking to my primary doctor, he confirmed there was no cure for tinnitus. I could not believe it, but I appreciated him being honest with me. At this point, I decided to take matters into my own hands and educate myself about this condition. I delved into research and joined support groups to increase my knowledge of tinnitus. I also became a member of the Tinnitus Association, hoping to get involved with studies and donate to the cause. While managing tinnitus, there is hope. Some strategies can help you manage your symptoms and reclaim your life. In the next section, I am going to outline some of these strategies that will help you cope with tinnitus. Each strategy will be discussed more in detail in other videos on my channel. First, I would highly recommend anxiety medicine prescribed by your doctor. A couple of medications that are recommended are Xanax and Zoloft. One of the main causes that increase tinnitus is stress and anxiety. You must reduce your anxiety and stress. Next, another coping strategy that has been incredibly beneficial for me is sound therapy. Along my journey, I spent thousands of dollars to visit one of the highest regarded tinnitus specialists in the country. Part of the treatment was to learn about the anatomy of the ear. I wish I didn't pay all that money for that lesson. I could have watched a few videos on it. Another thing they provided was sound generators that look exactly like hearing aids.
Again, I paid thousands of dollars for these, and they only cost a few $100s if you buy them directly from the manufacturer. After wearing the sound generators for a year, they trained my brain to hear the white noise generated from them and ignore the tinnitus noise. The sound generators were so small that no person ever noticed I wore them.
This is one strategy that provided much relief, and I would recommend it immediately.
Regarding sound therapy, there are many other sound-producing products such as sound machines that generate gentle music or nature sounds. Another method is wearing headsets connected to a DVD player.
Many sufferers of tinnitus swear these noise generators help mask the ringing and make it more bearable.
Whether it's using a white noise machine at night or simply playing soothing sounds through headphones during the day, finding the right sound environment has definitely made a world of difference for some tinnitus sufferers. The next strategy we will discuss is natural remedies. There are many natural remedies available to cure tinnitus. During your tinnitus journey, you will feel obligated to purchase and try these products when you see them advertised. I must admit, I wasted so much money on these products. There are many people becoming millionaires on these products that do not cure, or even provide relief for tinnitus. After suffering for so many years, I found I tried the same products a second time without realizing it. Again, be very careful not to waste your hard-earned money. Approximately 2 million people suffer so badly from tinnitus, they find it hard to hold a job, and have difficulties performing day-to-day functions.
This can put a big strain on your family life.
Unfortunately, some people have it so severe, they contemplate committing suicide.
In another video, we will talk about some of the known causes of tinnitus. You will also learn how sound is detected by the ear and processed by the brain. Unfortunately, when it comes to the brain, there are a lot of unknowns. This concludes this video on reducing and coping with tinnitus. Thank you for joining me today as I shared my journey of living with tinnitus and the coping strategies that have helped me along the way. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from it. Please watch the next video for more informative information on tinnitus.